In one world, a young person wakes up to comfort, a quiet room, steady Wi-Fi, a school that feels safe, a family that can afford security and stability. For them, politics feels distant. Di naman ako apektado, they think. Life is steady, life is manageable, life is protected. But in another world, a young person wakes up before sunrise, commutes for hours, squeezes into overcrowded classrooms, faces rising prices, unsafe streets, and systems that fail them daily. Politics isn't distant. Politics is everywhere. In every long line, every denied service, every sacrifice. Two different lives, two different realities, but only one truth. Both worlds are shaped by politics.
Uy, Faith, tara pasok na tayo, oh. Okay ka lang? Ba't parang bad trip ka?
Girl, sa lagay ba naman ng Pinas ngayon? Sinong di mababad trip? Tingnan mo, nagkaabera na naman sa LRT. Muntik na akong mali. Imagine mo, ang daming tao na hassle dahil sa problemang yan na hindi naman pinapansin gaano ng gobyerno. Kung maayos lang sana yung namumuno sa atin ngayon, di sana mangyayari sa Pinas to.
Ah? Yun lang problema mo? Eh, marami namang other ways of transport eh. Pwede naman mag-jeep, pwede naman mag-bukid. So what's the problem?
Lang? Nilalang mo lang yung mga nangyayari sa atin ngayon?
Oo. Sus, di naman ako involved dyan sa politics. Di naman ako nepo baby. Tsaka hindi naman ako kasama dyan sa politika.
Teka. Di ba bumoto ka nung nakaraan? Sino binoto mo?
Ah, oo. Binoto ko. Kasi I'm an empathetic person. So, binoto ko yung sa tingin ko, walang boboto sa kanya. Simple.
Isa ka rin pala sa di marunong bumoto. Binigyan na tayo ng chance na magkaroon ng maayos na candidate for, mamumuno sa atin. Yet, sinayang mo. Imagine how powerful your vote could be.
Sus, tara na nga, pasok na nga tayo. Daming problema eh.
Good luck na lang talaga.
Para sa maraming kabataang Pilipino, politics feels too far, too messy, or too exhausting to care about. Pero kahit hindi mo pinapansin ang politika, pinapansin ka nito. Every decision made by the people in power affects the life you live. Your education, your transportation, your safety, your future. And yet, marami pa rin kabataang nananatiling disengaged, doubtful, or even cynical about politics. That is why our campaign exists. To explain, illustrate, and convince the youth that their stance, their ideas, and their beliefs matter. We want to show that politics participation becomes meaningful only when guided by reason, evidence, and ethical judgment. Because the future listens, but only if the youth are willing to speak.
The status quo of Philippine youth in their involvement in politics showcases significant issues in terms of politics. A number of Filipino youths often excuse themselves when politics is being addressed, recognizing their lack of power and authority to influence political change and societal matters. This perception, however, reveals lack of critical thinking and inadequate interpretation of how politics play crucial pieces in our daily lives, including education, economic, healthcare, and environment. This is according to ICN last 2025. It does not only tackle laws and the legal field, rather it consists of everything that's within our environment. Viewing politics as an irrelevant sector displays the necessity of youth to indulge in socialization and civic literacy. One of the factors that hinders critical thinking development among the youth is the widespread of fallacious statements and information, specifically in the digital aspect or social media. With how easy it is to obtain such information, may it be factual or fallacious, young Filipinos face the challenge of looking at its authenticity while affecting their political perspective and opinions. That's according to Kilinging last 2024. It affects their judgment, most of the time relying on their guts about what is right and wrong, ignoring the existence of logical reasoning and critical thinking. Moreover, The misprioritization of personal concerns also possess the manifestation of bad ways of thinking as it focuses on what they think that matters instead of what actually matters. For instance, prioritizing education, healthcare, personal gains over national politics. That is according to UNICEF last 2024. Different interpretations of historical events that involves political propaganda also shape Filipinos' opinion and point of view, sometimes resulting in clashes about the diversity of their views. In conclusion, the stated challenges reveal the deficiency of young Filipinos in thinking critically within the political environment. Giving attention to these issues necessitates the application of critical thinking, analysis of credibility, and initiation to promote civic awareness.
This is where our thinking course becomes powerful. Thinking isn't just an academic requirement. It's a life skill, and it teaches us how to stay rational in a world full of misinformation. Here's how thinking can guide our political engagement. First, evaluate credibility. We check sources, authors, evidence, and intentions. We don't accept claims blindly. We verify them. Second, recognize bias. We ask, sino ang nagsasalita? Sino ang makikinabang? Ano ang totoo at ano ang opinion lang? Understanding bias prevents manipulation. Third, avoid fallacies. We watch out for bandwagon, ad hominem, false authority, and emotional manipulation. Because popularity is not truth, insults are not arguments, and loudness is not evidence. Fourth, use reason and ethical judgment. We base our political decisions on facts, logic, and genuine concern for others. Politics is not just about what benefits us. It's about what is fair, just, and humane for everyone. And lastly, engage in informed civic participation. Whether it's voting, joining forums, discussing issues respectfully, or encouraging others to fact-check, every thoughtful action contributes to change. When we apply thinking, we move from being passive observers to being responsible and rational citizens. The truth is simple. Your voice matters, your choice matters, your thinking matters. The future of our nation does not belong to the loudest voices. It belongs to the most rational, the most informed, and the most courageous. Politics shapes our daily life, our rights, our opportunities, and our future. That is why the youth must not stay silent. The youth must not stay passive. The youth must not stay misinformed. We are the generation that can demand better, but only if we know how to think critically, question bravely, and act with purpose. So today, we challenge you and ourselves. Be aware, be analytical, be engaged. Use your voice with reason. Use your choices with responsibility. Because if not now, when? And if not us, who?